When people say someone has executive presence, what do they actually mean? Most explanation will boil down only to they look confident, or like they dress well, or they seem to be authoritative. But that's not it. That's just the surface. So today, I'm going to break down the 6 real components of real executive presence. And I'll be giving you the steps to develop, because each one of them are learnable. Hi, I am Fanek Hanjia, voice coach, mindset strategist, and habit coach. And this is one of the most requested topics on my coaching practice. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, because here we are going to work on voice, habit, and mindset. Do you know, the leaders who walk into rooms and command it immediately, the one who get heard, who get trusted, who get followed, are not born that way. They have developed these 6 components intentionally. Let's look at each one by one. First, let's clear something up. Executive presence is not your job title. It's not also your wardrobe, not even your seniority or your confidence level. And it's not a personality trait that some people only have and others don't. It's a constellation of behavior and skills that are practiced, developed over time, which means it is available to you right now. Here are then the components that you need to work on. 1. Vocal authority. And it's not about having a deep voice or a loud voice. It's about having a voice that conveys certainty, even when you don't know all the answers. So here are the technical things that you need to work on. Pace, pitch, and pause. Pace. Slow down by 20%, because rushed speech signals anxiety. Deliberate speech, though, signals authority. Pitch. Drop your pitch at the end of each statement. Rising pitch is like a question, but dropping your pitch is certainty. Pause. Use silence strategically before your most important point. It's telling the audience, hey, what I'm about to say after this matters. And then practice. Record yourself for 60 seconds or even more, then listen back and try to find out which one of the 3 do you need to work on the most. 2. Physical grounding. Your body is always communicating, even before your mouth opens. These are the signs of a grounded physical presence. Open posture, not crossed arm or hunched back. And then steady eye contact, not looking here and there when you're talking to someone. And then no fidgeting also, but deliberate movement. Don't show nervousness by playing with your hair or even playing something or with your hands at all. And your feet should be grounded, planted on the floor, not here and there, crossing. Each of these means one thing. I belong here, I'm not going anywhere. And here's how to practice this. Next time before your meetings or your presentation, spend 2 minutes in a power stance, this position. Research consistently tells that this position reduces cortisol and also increases your testosterone, the hormone associated with confidence and assertiveness. And yes, your physiology changes its state after 120 seconds. 3. Emotional steadiness. This one, most people confuse it with suppression. It is not. Emotional steadiness is not pretending I don't feel the pressure. It's feeling the pressure fully, but choosing your response. The most powerful leaders I've worked with are not the one who doesn't feel fear at all. They are the one who still feel it, but they just don't let it drive. So here's a practical tool that can help you. The breath anchor. Before any high-stakes conversation or situation, pause and take 3 slow diaphragmatic breaths. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your body calm state. It takes only 30 seconds and it works. 4. Clarity of thought, even under pressure. It's the ability to simplify complexity. especially when unexpected question comes. Not to have all the answer, but to identify the real problem in the noise and directly speak to it, and clearly. This is developed through regular reflection practice, the habit of reviewing and synthesizing your thoughts daily, and also asking the question, what is the most important thing here, every time before you speak. So when someone is asking a question, you just don't rush to fill the break. You take time, you take breath before responding. 5. Intentional communication. Every word, every pause, every gesture is purposeful, not scripted, purposeful. People with executive presence don't say what comes to their mind. They say what serves the moment. You can work on this by preparing your key points before any important conversation. Not the full script, just 3 anchor points. Then practice active listening, genuinely listening to what everyone has to say before you can even formulate your answer. And finally, review your communication regularly. Whenever you have presentation, after it, ask what landed, what didn't, and why, and then work on it slowly. And 6, the one that makes all the other real. Authentic authority. Authority that is performed eventually collapses. Why? Because it takes a lot of energy and it cracks under pressure. But authority rooted in who you truly are, with your values, your perspective, your earned experience, this is unshakable. This means knowing what you stand for and be willing to say it. Speaking from your actual experience rather than from something you think people want to hear. And leading with your own perspective, not a borrowed one. This is the deepest work I do with my clients. Because people spend years performing the professional version of themselves, rather than bringing who they truly are to their leadership. And when those two things align, who you are and how you show up, your presence becomes effortless. And that's what we're building. So how do you develop these 6 components? One at a time. Identify which component is your greatest growing age right now. Just one. Then practice one specific action related to it every day for 30 days. Don't do all 6 simultaneously. One is enough. Then after 30 days, choose the next one. And in 6 months, you will look back. Then you will not recognize how you used to show up. I lay out the specific practices for each component in my coaching and in my Rewire Your Mindset program, where we are going to work on each and with personal guidance. If you want to go deeper, the link is in my description. Executive presence is not a destination, it is a practice. And it's one of the most important investments a leader can make. Not because of how they're perceived, but how they feel when they enter the room that matter most. Tell me in the comments, which one are you going to work on right now? And hey, subscribe! See you in the next video.